There is a holiday market starting today specifically for those wanting a very vintage Christmas. Our Shane Wells is in Shakopee with a preview.
There are definitely vintage holiday treasures galore. But when asking what the oldest, the most vintage item here, there's no question. Eric Lemcool has that. Professor in CODIS is the business. Okay, how old do you classify your items? Explain what you have.
Oof. Well, I mean, what I have is I have meteorites, which these stony chondrites here literally were the building blocks of our galaxy. So they are older than the Earth itself. So you're not going to get anything older.
You win.
Nope.
You win. Tell us how you started collecting things like pieces of the moon and Mars and meteorites.
Yeah, well, you know, I started as a young boy who really loved dinosaurs growing up. That was just what I loved. Like, I loved learning about them, and I loved thinking about digging about them and that sort of thing. And I eventually got to a point where I kept pursuing that passion, and I kept building my collection. And eventually I collected so much that I thought, you know, I might as well be a dealer. So I started selling off bits of my collection because I had so much of it.
But you said there's one piece you won't sell.
Yes, there's one piece that I'm not going to sell today, and that is my piece of Mars. Okay. The Martian meteorite is definitely the rarest item that I have. Mine is also oriented, which oriented meteorites means that normally when something is falling through space, it's tumbling end over end. Think about a football that's just kind of all over the place. Yeah. Where an oriented meteorite is not going to turn at all. It's going to stay steady as it falls down to Earth. And what happens is that the outside of it starts to melt, and you'll get flow lines on it, which those you can see on the Martian meteorite.
Wow, that is cool. Okay, so you can own a piece of the moon, Mars, yes, maybe a megalodon tooth. Yes. Thank you so much, Eric. There's much more here. We talked about some vintage items, but makers are also a big feature here. We have John Whaley with us with Junk Bonanza. All right, give us the scoop on the show, just kind of in general. How does this work?
Well, it works pretty well. It's a real fun event, and we try to kind of meld what Christmas is all about. It's traditions, it's memories, it's cool stuff, color, and it's all here. There's old things here, there are things that are made here, there are 6 billion-year-old meteorites. He's a smart guy. I wish I was that smart, you know. But he's got some great stuff, and we have vintage clothing. It's just a little bit of everything. It's quite an experience, and we do it in a nice indoor warm environment, and this is our, this is our 3rd year of this show.
And people make a big trip. People grab their friends. They come. They have Bloody Marys. They're going all out.
They do go all out. It's kind of a lot. This is primarily a female show. We get a lot of guys too, but we have groups of mothers, daughters, friends, schoolmates, and stuff like that, and they come out and they just have a great time. You can do the show in a couple hours and have fun.
Or you can come back multiple times, because it's important to note everybody here puts stuff out throughout the weekend. So if you can't make it today, when the doors open, that's okay. You can come back. This runs the 5th through the 7th, and you can learn more at junkbonanza.com. Back to you.